summer's day does not get any better than this. Welcome to Bondi Harvest, a cooking show set right here in my backyard. We're going to be surfing, fishing, foraging and cooking up epic recipes that are not only good for you but taste amazing. So come with me because we've got a long summer ahead. Yep. I'm a Bondi local, surfer, freediver and chef. This series is all about getting the balance right. There's no one diet fits all. There's only finding the perfect balance. This is a series about living and eating well. I mean, you just know that's going to taste good. Make it for your girlfriend. She'll love you. It's about super delicious food that also happens to be healthy. The best thing about this recipe is it's a whole meal in a salad. There's no other place on earth like Bondi. This is what I wake up to every morning. So if you're into great food, adventure and good times, welcome to Bondi Harvest. Sun's out, a little bit of surf, the water's warm. This is what it's all about. Today, we're going on an adventure to see what incredible food is swimming right here in my backyard. I'll show you how to cook up a proper Aussie seafood barbecue. Then we'll slow it down and cook some phenomenal smoky pork tacos. But first, we'll kick things off with my simple and versatile summer granola. We're cooking in my kitchen. This is my home. This is my kitchen. Welcome to Bondi Harvest. First recipe. You know when you go to a cafe and you get like an amazing, sexy, flavour-packed granola? That's what we're making today. A basic granola is instead of worked off oats, originally it's rolled oats. Rolled oats are so good for you. They're super high in protein, they're low GI, which will give you energy to get through the day, and they're really cheap. You can buy a kilo of oats for like, you know, $1.50, $2, you know, it's so much out of a bag of oats. And what we're gonna do, look, if you're gluten-free, if you're actually celiac and you are gluten-free, swap it out. It's all about swapping it. Swap the oats for quinoa flakes. Swap the oats for buckwheat, and this recipe will work exactly the same. And what's so great about making granolas at home is you can add whatever you want. You can add your quinoa, you can add seeds, you can add thyme, you can add lemon. Hell, you can add cocoa powder and make it chocolate if you want. It's that simple, it's that versatile, and it's really, really cheap.
And Kev loves it.
And Kev loves it. Protein, look at him. You can't get shoulders like that without protein. So I'm gonna prep this fruit and then I'm gonna show you a little chef trick on how to pimp it out, how to get as much flavor in there as possible. So just chopping some mango up, straight into a bowl. Apricots as well, I'm just gonna chop them in half. So a couple of dates, take the seed out, and I'm gonna rehydrate these bad boys. So we've got our fruit in there, I'm gonna add some lemon rind in there as well. And I've said it before and I'll say it again, whenever you're grating or microplaning or trying to get the zest off any citrus, always over the top of the bowl, that you're mixing things in, because what's going to happen is the essential oils from the skin is going to go into, you know, all of that dried fruit, and it's going to add a whole new dimension of flavor. So to that, I'm going to add some chai tea. So a little tea strainer here. I'm just going to scoop it straight in there, and then to that, we're going to add some hot water and we're going to brew it. And then we're just going to put that aside and let it sit for at least an hour. Okay, so our next step is to create our granola base. So all of our ingredients, I've got coconut, I've got some coconut oil, I've got some maple syrup to sweeten it. We've got ourselves some hemp seeds here, cocoa nibs, I've got some sunflower seeds, flax seeds, pumpkin seeds, macadamias. But like I said, if you don't like any of these ingredients, just don't add them. So this is all gonna go into a bowl. What the maple syrup is gonna do is it's gonna bind it and it's gonna stick on every little piece of that granola. Coconut oil, that's just gonna help it cook and help it bind. And we're just gonna fold that together using a spoon. And what you wanna do is make sure every little piece is touched by maple syrup. Every little piece is mixed with the coconut oil. You know what I might do as well? I might add some thyme into this as well.
Wow.
Yeah. So what will happen is, you know, as this bakes, all that thyme flavor, all that beautiful sort of fresh herbaceousness is going to go into the granola. That is our base done. So you could chuck that in the oven right now. You could throw it in your oven, 150, 25 minutes, half an hour, and you come out with a great granola. It'll be awesome, it'll be good. You put it up there, everyone will be happy. But, you know, the pièce de résistance, and to really pimp it out, and my chef trick is this, the dried fruit soaked in tea. So we're going to strain this, mix it through, and then we'll bake it. Just try not to get too much liquid in there. So I've used loose leaf tea, but if you just wanted to use tea bags, it would work exactly the same. So mix your fruit in, and then we're gonna lay it on a tray, bake it. And what we wanna do is we want to make sure it's an even layer. We're going to preheat the oven to 150 degrees, and it should take between 25 and 30 minutes. So check it after 20, give it a mix, and then mix it every 5 minutes after that. That is ready to go in the oven. Okay, so while our granola is baking, I'm going to prep some fruit. I'm going to show you how to do a really, really tasty Hasselback baked fruit granola crumble. So what we're going to do is we're going to clean up some apples and pears, and then we're going to slice them, not all the way through, but really finely, so when they bake, they sort of slinky open. You can just use your knife skills, just take your time, as thin as possible without cutting through. And that is what we're after. Beautiful, fine, sexy slices, and we're just going to arrange them nicely, and then we're going to top them with some honey, a sprinkle of cinnamon, and some citrus rind. So what will happen is, as these apples and pears bake, they're going to release their juices, they're going to mix with the honey, they're going to mix with all the beautiful rind. In the oven, same oven as your granola, and we're going to bake that for about 10 minutes. We're going to check it. So you can see it's starting to colour up, and what I'm doing is I'm just using a spoon and just bringing it from the outside in. So give it a mix, back in the oven another 5 minutes, and you can see like the macadamias are starting to caramelise in colour. Check our apples. They're almost ready for the granola, and you can see they've softened up, and you know, those beautiful slices are starting to open up as well. Back in the oven for another 5 minutes. Caramelized apple, cinnamon, honey, top that with some natural Greek yogurt, and that's it. Unbelievably tasty, homemade granola, Hasselback apples and pears. You're gonna love it, your family's gonna love it. I don't know about you guys, but I am starving. You hungry or what?
Yeah.
It's time to eat.